jobs number. I think that's what was giving everything a lift today. Was, oh, hey, the jobs, people, unemployment's not as bad as we thought. It's actually going lower, and people have jobs and this and that. And so that was the initial pop, and then we got all this other news. United Airlines is one that I've thought for a while needs to come back in. They've been on a massive run since Liberation Day.
What do we think about Cisco? I mean, I think allows the internet to do what it does. I don't have any line for the report itself, to be honest with you, on Cisco. I wouldn't play that for the earnings. But it's another kind of picks and shovels play in AI infrastructure, internet infrastructure play.
Yeah.
But if anyone else has a thought on the earnings print for Michael, let him know.
Well, on a monthly chart, to me, this looks like you've got some pretty good support at 80 if it comes back in. For the past, since looks like November, December, and January, those were 3 months where the price was trying to capture 80 and wasn't able to do it until February. So if we're going to want to see more upside, we're going to want to see this hold above 80. And and I don't know that we're going to do all that because this thing is super extended. We're at all-time highs. I'm more on the side of this could come back into 80 first, and I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it goes sideways for a bit.
Okay, 13. This is normally when we'd wrap here, but I don't know how much we have. There was not a whole lot of movers here. Soon gave you guys a trade early. Hasn't really done much since then. As far as some of the other names here, even these memory names came back in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else that you want to wrap up here before we turn it over to the story trading folks?
No, they probably have some better stuff to look at than I do. The movers not great today. A lot of things, kind of fading. VRT, the one that I thought was going to probably pop and then maybe come back in, that has faded a bit, but we're still above the trend line. So I still think this is going to be great for the long haul. But today's it's not that the day, and it could be like this all week, and it could be like this next week as well. We don't have a lot of participation in the markets right now while Lunar New Year goes on and the Asian markets are closed. So, and then we have a short week next week with the long weekend coming up from President's Day. So I don't think that there's going to be a whole lot of exciting things short of any news developments happening. It's probably going to be a headline-driven market. We'll see what ends up happening.
Yeah, and so as far as your Lunar New Year calendar, there was something else that we discussed last night. That Lunar New Year ends and market participants return on the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
That week on the 25th, we get NVIDIA to report. And we are expecting NVIDIA to put up a good number. How they trade is a different story, but we're expecting a good number out of them.
We get NVIDIA, and we also might get a SCOTUS tariff ruling as well. So we'll keep an eye open for that one. But lots of things coming up here. Might be headwinds. We'll have to wait and see. Okay,
13 really good stuff here today. I know it wasn't the greatest day, but the effort was there. We appreciate you. We'll catch you on happy hour, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Take care, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.
All right, that is 13. He leaves room for the story trading, folks. Let's check in with Ben, Rhett, and Laptop Travel. Boy, my little menu thing is all weird there. Sorry about that, Ben. Ben, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Okay. I no offense, I don't believe you, but it does not look great out there. What do you got on deck for us here today?
You should believe him today. He had a good day.
Yeah. We'll get into the macro, but I guess I got to start off with what my great day was about. It's air. I'm the air whisperer. I don't know if you ever saw my original thesis that was on Benzinga, Ryan. It went kind of viral like many years ago. If you haven't seen it, maybe I'll email it to you. But
please do. I'm sorry, I can't recall it off the top of my head.
Yeah, it was my very first time that I was on Benzinga with Luke back in the day. Is Luke still with you guys?
Nope.
No? Oh, he was a nice guy. Anyway, but yeah, Air Whisper, that was when I got in at $2.50, and I told you guys it could go to like $50 or something, and then and it happened. It was crazy. I know this company really well. I've been waiting for this press release. They got a big AI contract this morning. They do their press releases every morning at 7:30 a.m. So what do? I have an alarm at 7:29 a.m. and I have my newsfeed ready. I have my newsfeed ready, and I look for Air press releases, and I was looking for an AI production contract. We got that AI production contract. I went to about a 45% position in pre-market on air, and then within the first 3 candles of the day, I sold. I was all out there by, I don't know, $35, and my account's at a high for the year. So that was my day,
Okay.
Ryan.
All right. I'm going to get out of your way. At least you're killing it. Good stuff here, Ben. Take it away.
All right. Now I'm giving some back on the longs that I do have, but after I had that big win, I decided to scale back a lot of stuff because I don't need to take risk too much right now. What is going on? Actually, maybe I got to lean more on laptop and Rhett to figure out what the hell's going on. I did mention this morning after the really strong jobs numbers came in that I'm like, well, this is not good for IWM. I'm like, I don't know why IWM's up. I suggested maybe a pair trade would be long QQQ, short IWM, which would have net worked. I didn't do it, but I suggested that. I don't know. There's some Fed comments. Laptop, why don't you take it from here? What got the market turned around here?
Yeah. So, we had Governor Schmidt who said that he doesn't feel that interest rates are cuts are called for right here. That we need to sit back and observe more is basically what it was. And um, with the lack of data that is still forthcoming. Another thing I might add is most people may or may not know is I'm on the other side of the world right now, dealing with home issues for future vacation home, and we're going into the Asian Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, and so a lot of Asian traders are off, and Asian markets are closed on through I believe February 23rd. So that's also going to affect the U.S. markets.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard them on the tail end of the previous judges talking about that. I didn't know that really has an impact, but that's interesting. Rhett, you were I don't know what got you to get into those QQQ puts. You made I don't know how you made out ultimately, but I know you got into QQQ puts. What was your trigger for that?
The market was acting a little weird this morning. So I was just looking at it, and I mean, I was just playing pure off technical play, so I wasn't reading too much into like the macro or anything. But I saw that price was starting to fail here, and we were going to start heading down on the Qs. But I only got a 67% return today on the Qs, and I would have been like up almost 500% if I would have left it run.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I did jump into the 608 calls for
Yeah.
Friday.
So that's the next thing I was going to say. I actually like that move here because I think, going back to what I just said here, um, you know, higher rates on strong job numbers, that's not good for risk assets and IWM, but it bothers QQQ SPY in the long term. In fact, as I said earlier this morning on the show, in that big market pullback that we had, I guess it was like over here. I guess it was like 2021 to 2023. There was like an initial pullback because of worries about rates, but then the market exploded while, well ahead. Like, look at this. This is way ahead of any talk of rate cuts, right? From 2022 to 20, now until we're finally starting to get the rate cuts. But this move in the QQQ SPY, this was opposite of still what was happening in RK, growth stocks, IWM for about 2-3 years while QQQ SPY were ripping. They were still stagnant or going down, right? And that's because these big caps, they don't need rate cuts, right? So kind of throwing the baby out with the bathwater is like, oh, risk off doesn't mean equities off. It means small caps off. It means growth stocks off because they need access to capital. Interest rates matter to them. What the Qs care about are that people have jobs to buy their products and people have jobs. So, I think this is kind of an overreaction in the Q. So I actually like your move here, John, to buy the dip. I suggested like when the QQQ gap fills today, I went right through the gap fill though, went green to red, but I think that trade might work out for you.
Yeah, I feel really good about that. Just looking at some more recent news, the FOMC Fed, the Dallas Fed, Lori Lorgan, and Cleveland President Beth Hemick both signaled opposition to further rate cuts, suggesting the Fed should err on the side of patience, which the market does not like
So
to
that's
hear.
the story today. It's about maybe we don't get those rate cuts. And that's definitely not good for IWM and risk assets. So,
But currently, I am up on my 608 calls. I'm up
awesome.
13%.
Cool.
Nice.
So, Good job on that. And look, pretty much almost nothing else is working. There was another earnings release I really liked this morning, but I was just too occupied with air for good reason. But Generac, even though they missed, their guidance was really strong, and their guidance was strong because they said strong AI data center demand for their generators. Right? It makes all sense. Like we should all thought about this before. As soon as they said that, like, aha, oh my gosh. So I put this out in the Discord this morning. I didn't buy it just because I was focused on air and also ASTS, which we'll talk about. But this has been relative strength, ripping all day. If air didn't have news, I probably would have bought Generac or something. Actually, you know what? If air didn't have news, I would have been more into ASTS too, Rhett. So that saved me because ASTS.
Yeah.
I did escape with a tiny profit today just on this. We're trading this together, right? We bought the pullback, sold on the pop, but that's been baby thrown out with the bathwater here. It's a growth stock. So it's interest rate sensitive and the money flows against it right now, even though they had that beautiful Bluebird 6 news yesterday. So it's been a tough morning.
Yeah, but it has been.
And look at this. Generac is still going on that. Oh my gosh. Look at that pullback. The pullback. Maybe on the next pullback, I'll try some Generac because that's a beautiful catalyst, AI data center.
Definitely.
I'm just checking. I had a little scalp in air when I put it in the Discord. I'm like, air can pop $1 here. I don't know if you guys saw that in the Discord. Well, I did step back in.
I tell you what,
and,
Apple is showing
made a little bit on that pop.
relative strong strength today in this market. Look at it.
Apple.
Yeah. You see this?
How did someone in our community make money on ASTS calls? I made all the money on.
I made my money on calls as well with ASTS.
Oh, ASTS. I thought you said air. Oh, because we're buying the calls on that dip. That's right.
On the dip, and we popped it up there, but
yeah.
I re-entered.
Yeah.
Down on my latest entry. I didn't alert this one.
Yeah, look at that.
15%.
Wow, that's really nice relative strength on Apple. Apple has always been ever since I remember. I don't know. You should remember this laptop back in 2009 financial crisis. Apple was the last one to fall, man. Like when things are crashing and you had like circuit breakers and everything, like Apple would be holding up and it was like break even or slightly green for the day. And it was like that for a long time until finally it did fall. Do you remember those days when Apple was always the flight to safety play?
Of course I remember that. And let's remember Steve Jobs was still with us at that time.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, look at this air. I wish I did more size on that. I just scalped a little bit when I put it in the Discord. I'm like, this can pop $1 from here, and it did. Wow. Oh well. Anyway, look at that beautiful curl. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, my baby doing well, but I'm all out. I made big money, guys, this morning. It was beautiful. On air. So let's see what else we got going on.
We still have more upside to go. We broke this downward wedge, bullish flag, and like I said before, if we break 36, we're headed to 42.
Are you in?
Maybe
are you
not
in this
today,
right now?
I'm sorry.
Are you in it right now?
I am not in it. No.
Yeah. Okay.
I went with the calls instead with the Qs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I do see that Eric can honestly, if we break 36 again today, short-term target before the end of the week is 42.
Right. You did say that earlier this morning. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. So that's air. ASTS definitely. Look at this Generac. Hot new high of day, right? We've been talking about it all morning, and I never took a trade on it. Look, after it dipped 199 to 212. So there is relative strength out there, guys. There are positive catalysts which are bucking the market trend. I'm looking. Look at the weekly chart. What a breakout on Generac here above this 204 resistance area. Wow.
And we look at the general market. Everybody took a hit and turned at 10:30. So the market is recovering as of 10:30.
Yeah.
You look at a lot.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. Yep, that's also when air turned.
Yeah.
The air started going up at 10:30. Wow, air looks really nice over here now. But ASTS did not really recover. A little bit of a weak bounce and a pullback. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I'm up
That's a little
20%.
surprising on
I'm
the
up
Q calls.
20% now on my Q calls.
Nice.
Well
Nice
done.
job. Yeah, there are some surprising things out there too, to the downside. Gilat after a good earnings report. Now, I did say when the earnings report came out, I said not good enough. So I did say it could go down to the 50 DMA. They beat, right? But the problem is it was up 100% since the last report. So if you wanted to keep the momentum going, you would have had to beat by like 30, 40%. I'm like, yeah, they beat on the top and bottom line by like a few percentage points. So I wasn't surprised to see the sell off here to the 50 DMA, but kind of surprised to see it break the 50 DMA here today. And there's a lot of that going on, man, in risk assets today. Let's see if we can find another one. But mostly in those really hot sectors like defense tech. Look at AMPX back to the 50. There was something I was like, ONDS looking ugly. RCAT heading back to the 50. A lot of these also were up 3, 4, 5% this morning, and now they're down 5 to 10%. AVAB
Cloudflare,
rejected at the 20-200. What's that?
Cloudflare
Did
was
it get?
dipped below and came back
I was
above,
actually
taken off.
surprised. That's net, right? Net.
Yes,
Yeah,
net,
yeah.
NET.
Net's holding up actually. I was surprised at the magnitude of this price reaction because it was a modest beat. It wasn't a huge beat. Sometimes, yeah, that was definitely surprised at that because you have like A Lab that had a beat and it's down 18%. Then you have Net, which had a modest beat and it's up 11. There's obviously different factors there. And people who know the companies well, not only looking at the top and bottom line, maybe they're looking at some other metric, and maybe that explains it. But
There's been a lot of analyst upgrades in the last day
by the way, look at this
for
TDC.
Cloudflare.
I don't know this company at all. Teradata, never heard of it. Earnings last night. This might be a spot here if anyone has conviction in the fundamentals. Look at this pullback from 42 to 37, right on the 200. You know anything about this?
Look on the daily. Look on the daily. That's scary. I wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
this is the same thing that
I don't really
happened
know.
yesterday on what was that one I lost a lot of money on yesterday? Let me just see. It was yesterday. It was CRDO, right? CRDO, that was a similar daily candle after a big earnings beat. And look what happened. Wow. Not down another 10% after
Yeah,
wow.
Ben, I think you said earlier you sold your
I
burn, right?
did.
So that was a good move that
I
you did.
did.
Yeah,
Not in my
definitely.
long-term account, in the short-term account, because I was up big and I didn't want to risk, like I said, I'm at the highs for the year. I did not want to risk giving it back by holding swings. And I saw it getting rejected here at the 20 DMA. It is ridiculously cheap and undervalued here, but like in a short-term account, I'm not going to fight the short-term momentum. So I'm keeping this in my long-term account. I do expect it's going to get to that 50 DMA 1660. I really think before the next earnings report, it'll be at 20 plus. But
Here we go with ASTS.
for a short-term account, it's going up.
Yeah, we're getting over that.
Are you in it?
Yeah, I'm still in calls.
Oh, you are. The average down or what?
Yeah, I'm down 8% on.
QQQ is. I think ASTS is a buy right here. I think it's a buy right here. It's got to catch up a little bit with the Qs. The problem is it's more of a growth. The algos link this more to like a growth stock situation. So maybe getting hit, with the interest rates a little bit. See, let me just look at IWM. Hold on. See, IWM is still down 1.3%. This is exactly what I was talking about in pre-market. Right, you see the money coming back into big caps. The growth. Let me see what RK is doing. I haven't looked at RK in a while, but RK still, yeah. So I think a little bit of headwinds with ASTS because it's a growthy name that they're still using a lot of capital. But I think I still like it though. I like it here because Qs look like they may have turned. Well, I don't know. Getting close to turning here. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. I'm gonna keep Generac. By the way, if you have the right time frame, I think Gilot is a awesome buy here. But hang in here.
What ticker is that?
GILT.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gilt.
it is.
Okay.
It's cheap now here for space
Oh
stock,
yeah.
or defense or
Yeah.
whatever they do, space/defense.
Especially here at the dip.
Yeah, but in a short-term account, I don't love being in between these moving averages. In a long-term account, I'd definitely buy this here.
Yeah. And everybody, I mean, I would tell you, think about the Wild West. We had all this territory. Everybody was racing for land grabs, homesteading. It was the beginning of this huge expansion of America. Then we were doing, exploration of oceans. Then we went to the moon and space. This is where the next territory is
Yep.
space.
Yeah.
You look at Amazon, look at Google, look at ASTS, I'm sorry, ASTS. You look at SpaceX now actually, I won't say abandoning, but pushing off the Mars program and focusing on
That's why I
Moon
thought
with
Lunar was gonna
a
work, but
plug for
Lunar
Lunar there too.
really shit the bed, and I had to sell it for a loss.
That's they'll come back. I like the company. I've been in and out of it for a long time, but this is where not everybody, but this is where investors need to focus. This is a new territory that this is wide open. You think about AI and data centers, think about the potential. This is huge real estate in the future.
Yeah. So here the space stocks, ASTS in there, Redwire.
I got filled on some ASTS. I sold. What did it get sold? What? It's not even showing on Webull that I sold, but it went through. That's weird.
I bought some common shares down here at 95.73. I
I'm
don't
pretty
feel
sure I
like
got filled at 150. I'm pretty sure I sold like 23 or 24 calls. Still have a few left, but I don't know. Webull's not showing anything, but they're gone.
I actually just sold it for 17 cents. Scalp because it's having trouble with this 50.
Yeah, that's why I had gotten out. That's so weird. What?
Quick entry and exit there. No, I'm watching that. Watching Generac and
Watch the
ASTS.
cues. They're curling back over here. I'm not liking that.
I see that. I just saw my calls go down.
Yeah, I don't know. Now it's a little trickier of an area. Oh, let's see anything else.
Maybe Trump will say something about the
Oh,
Fed
no, no,
comments.
no.
I would
Oh,
expect
for
him
sure.
sometime.
Look at Datadog turning around after a beautiful earnings report yesterday. This might be good off the 20 DMA, but I'm just not in a risk-taking mood after. I want to preserve those
Yes,
air
that's
profits.
nice, but I want to see this candle close above. There we go.
It's going now.
Yeah, it's starting. It's trying. It's hesitating, but trying to get
I
there.
want to get this breakout over this 5-minute 50. No, it's a 1-minute 50 I'm looking at.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Hey, Rhett, what do you think about SATS, which I'm not in, but I had been very bullish about it before. They were doing a lot of spectrum sales. Do you think that this is responding in an opposite way to ASTS's success?
I mean, I think it was. I mean, in a little bit, I think it gets a sentiment premium, but at the same time, no, not really.
Well, wasn't this also up because don't they have a big position in SpaceX shares?
SATS?
They do. Yeah, they are investing.
I think
in
that's also a
SpaceX,
big
yeah.
reason why it ran up.
Yeah, but it's not a large position though.
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't quantify it. I didn't look into it. But all I know is it started exploding right after SpaceX, reports came out of IPO this year. So that's definitely part of it.
Moves in ASTS now. Now we're starting to go.
Look at that Datadog. Look at that Datadog go. ASTS is going.
Yeah, this is
Air is going. Qs are going. All right, guys. Rebound. I think that might be the bottom for the day. What do you think, guys? I think that might be the bottom for the day.
As long
At
as
least
we
in
don't
the
see any
Qs.
headlines that relate to war or anything coming out else from the Fed, I think so.
Yeah.
So as long as we're clear from those, I think we're golden.
Yeah, it might be a little soft, a little choppy, but let's get past the New York lunch and get back to trading.
Taking
in
a
the
nice
afternoon.
quick scalp in ASTS here.
So Ben, ASTS owns 2.5 to 3% of SpaceX, valued at $20 billion.
SATS, you mean?
Oh, sorry, SATS.
Yeah.
Yes, owns 2.5 to 3% of SpaceX.
Yeah, that's a lot. 20 billion.
Yeah,
So what's their market cap?
20
Market
billion.
cap's 32 billion. So that has a lot to do with the move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
So
at Air
pretty
going.
hard.
Look at ASTS going. Oh,
And my bull,
oh man.
bull's trying to curl up
I
here.
thought I just sold
Just
ASTS for a
so
profit.
weird.
It's not showing on my.
It's not showing mine either. It's not showing any fills.
That's what Rhett said. Yeah. Oh, looking
It's
good.
looking
Yeah,
great, but I can't see what I got filled at for all this. It's not good.
Look at the Qs.
Can you not go into your
I'm
orders?
now
Go
orders
into your
now.
order
It's
screen and
saying
look
my
at
last
Bill.
buy for STS, not any of my sells I've been making.
So weird. No, I
Mhm.
sold this. I made like a quick $1,500 on this. I should have, but I'm going my P&L and it's not showing in my P&L.
No, it's not showing. I'm not showing anything. I just sold something else. Nothing's showing
I
up for
see
me
it
right
in my
now.
orders that I sold it, but it's not showing in my P&L, which is a little bit.
It's not
I'm
showing
up
my orders for
42%
me.
on my calls.
What?
I'm up 42% on the Q calls. Holy
Oh,
cow!
nice.
Yeah, it's a nice bounce.
It's a little bit of money there.
So weird. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's so strange.
I don't get it. Anyway, I don't know. Look at Datadog. Oh my gosh, I saw that too right before it popped. Datadog is curling right before the Qs exploded there. Look at Gilot moving now. The only thing I'm really still in is the OPTX. I sold basically everything else after I had that big one in Air. I'm like, I don't need to take risks today. But I kept OPTX.
This is a
Weak,
great move in
weak,
ASTS.
weak bounce back. Yeah. Yeah. Why isn't this showing my gate? Right now it's starting to show something. What the heck?
Lunar. Someone's saying Lunar crushed them.
Lunar what?
Lunar crushed them, is someone saying.
Crushed them? Oh, in the Discord? Yeah, Lunar didn't work
No,
out.
on the chat. Oh, Izzy said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody says, I think MOS is going to reward me big.
Mosaic fertilizer.
Mosaic. That's what they said.
Oh, look at the Qs that bounce back. What a call. Oh, we had a good show here. Right at the top of the show, we were saying we like the Qs
Yeah,
over here.
market's reversing. It's ripping.
Uh,
42% on these calls now.
I wish I bought ASTS calls right there as it was breaking that line. I just like
Yeah, this
scalped
is a
common
nice
shares.
recovery finally.
Yeah. I wish I had
Hey, I
Data
agree
Dog
with
too.
you on Mosaic there, Hamid. That's a great chart right there on the daily. You're headed up to 35.
Let's look at Mosaic.
I like it.
30 daily, 200 DMA. When's the earnings report? Earnings are next February 24th. Well, it's a little tricky. I mean, if the report comes in, yeah, because they got earnings. Anything can happen. But nice space there. Looks good.
Tick. What is tick?
I don't understand why
It's not even pulling up
not
online.
showing this. Thought I had a nice win on Air there. I mean ASTS, but it's not. It's not
Nothing is showing
right.
up for me. I still can't see anything. STS pulling back a little here. That's so weird.
And Air's flat. I mean, positive, but flat.
Wow, look at Datadog. Datadog had a great report, man. Oh, I wish I bought it as I was telling you guys about it 4 minutes ago. Oh, look at Air. Air looks like it wants to blow.
Look at
I
Apple.
think Air wants to blow past 35. Am I crazy?
Air looks great.
No,
The 5-minute looks amazing on this thing.
On Air?
I said if it goes to 36, you're going to
No, just
42.
Oh, what just happened? Did
Popped
I get
up.
in? I want to see if I got in before that happened. Let me see. Yeah, I got in at 34.93. Woo.
Wow. Look at Amazon. Yeah, look at Apple. Sorry, Apple's
All right, now the
great.
ASK
There's air.
is showing.
Yeah, Apple just
Here you go, Ben. I said if it breaks 36, that's your
We're
trigger right
at
there.
35.50.
You're almost there.
Apple
Yeah.
Street beast mode today. Someone's thanking you
And
for
Microsoft.
D-Dog
I think
today, man.
Microsoft.
What is it? What is it
Someone's
about
thanking
D-Dog?
you for D-Dog.
Who's thanking me?
I don't know. Some
Oh.
guy named Maverick on here.
Oh, what I mentioned here on the show?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
so.
that thing
I'm trying to go through these
exploded.
comments.
I'm like, data all looks good. 2 minutes later, it explodes with a NASDAQ. Holy crap, that was crazy.
Yeah, I'm watching Microsoft for
Yeah,
an entry.
Something saying bull flag forming on SanDisk. That's probably popping up in the market.
Probably
too.
because the Qs are up, so like everything.
Jay Rice, yeah, Jay Rice does make a good point. Apple,
What?
they're also not spending hundreds of billions on AI.
Yeah.
Sorry, Apple is not spending. Is that?
Not compared to like these other huge
Oh,
companies.
that's why it's holding up. Less capex. Maybe.
I mean, and this Claude bot, it's crazy. My buddy, he just bought 5 more Mac Minis.
Really, with the Claude thing?
Because he's gonna start selling.
Well, I don't get it. Like, I don't know.
Selling
he's gonna
what?
start because he owns his own AI agency, so he's gonna start like selling it part of his packages to set up a Claude bot for all them.
Is Lunar finally gonna go here?
ASTS.
I lost your screen, Ben.
Oh, what just happened to Ben? You there, Ben?
There he is.
I am. I don't know what happened.
Here we are. Lunar curving up.
Yeah.
From here.
Do you like Lunar here?
Let me see.
Do we chase Lunar?
I like Lunar. Period.
I know, but I'm talking
In the
about
long
like.
term. I just said space.
Oh, I have
long
it in my
term.
long-term account. I'm
Clear
talking about
target's 1740 right now.
I'm saying for a quick day trade here. Do we take Lunar?
1740. I like it.
Okay.
Lunar 1740.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick little scalp, couple things there.
1785.
This thing is really underperformed this week with that SpaceX news. I really expected it to do much better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such an
That kinda
obvious
shocked me there.
play. Yeah, I stepped into a little bit of Lunar, just small size. Oh, there goes air.
Yeah, Oracle. We saw price action.
Do I have a sell order on air? Let me check.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Oh, I
you're
do.
100%
I do
right
have a
there.
little sell order on air over here. Almost. Just trying to get a 75-cent scalp for my entry. Come on, let's pop a little bit more. 34.90, 370.
Now, I'd like to see us get back before we flushed over the 614 level that we were talking about earlier for the Qs.
You know, I gotta say, laptop, I think you're probably right about air. In terms of breaking 36. Look at the RSI.
No, it looks great. Everything
The
looks great.
RSI in the 1 minute here.
And look at it just riding up the 20. Like, that chart is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just scalping a small size now because I have the big win, so I don't want to take any risks. But 34.93, I got in. I have a sell order in the 35.90s on this little scalp.
Yeah, we're at 4 times. We're at 4 times average volume already.
A lot of the pre-market volume was me.
Well, a lot of people joined at 9:30.
Yeah. All right, let's see. And Generac is one that we missed. Let me see. Is this finally showing my? gain on that ASTS dip. Let me see. ASTS. Yeah, a little bit better. All right. Oh, it's getting there. Probably prematurely selling this, but like I said, I don't want to. I guess I'm out. Did I hit 35.90? Probably. So got a dollar move right there, live on the show, on air. In at 34.94, out at 35.90, but it's probably going higher.
Wow, thinking about it has a nice cost basis on air of 16. Ben, when was it that you made that money on air? When was that? What to what?
You mean this morning?
No, not well. This morning too.
Oh,
but
you mean the first time that
yeah,
I
the very
became
first time it was
that I
at what
became
price?
famous on air? Actually, that was my first and still only $1 million profit. It was crazy across all my different accounts, including retirement and everything. But that was back here. You can see July 16th, 2021. That was probably, no, I think the day that I showed up on Benzinga giving the pitch was probably July 19th, 2021. So yeah, I was on Benzinga July 19th, 2021. But I had a $50,000 position on this July 16th. And then when the news came out that they got the EV contract with Tesla, and it wasn't known that it was Tesla, but we knew, could infer that it was for Tesla. It was a production order. The first time they got a big production order, so I doubled my position to $100,000 at $2.50, right? And then I held on all the way to 25, 10-time return, and I sold at 25 about 4 months later. So it was $100,000, 10-time return 4 months later. My first and only $1 million profit. That's when I made all the money, and I missed a lot of this stuff actually. I went on to the other things for a while, but in the past year, I've gotten interested in air again because of their shift now from EVs to AI. So another like kind of second coming of air as they shift into an even bigger market than the EV market. Actually, AI market's actually bigger for them. So today they got their first major production contract for AI today. It's a big deal. But yeah, there's a video on YouTube. You just search like StoryTrading air Benzinga, like put those 3 keywords in. You can see my original first time I ever appeared on Benzinga with that air pitch.
Is that why we're allowed back?
Yeah, that's why we're allowed back. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, someone's saying they're gonna have a great year with some of the deals. ASTS struggling here.
All right, let me see what I've had a couple air scalps after my big win. I'm trying to get to a $50,000 profit. After that big win in the morning, I had a $47,000 profit. And now with a couple scalps, I'm at 49,600. So I just need to make another $400. And I'm gonna put a plaque on my wall. 50,000 air today.
Nice, Q's pulling back.
I know.
You lock in any profits for those calls or no?
Yeah, I locked in. I sold a portion for about 17.5. I'm still up 32%. I took some money off the table, so that was profit.
Lunar almost. No, not really.
I did step into Lunar. Let's see. I don't
Doesn't
know.
look like it's working out.
I mean, it's holding this 1 minute line. Things got a little excited there as the Q's flipped green, but the problem is IWM and
I'd be
rate.
more interested, to be honest, in ASTS than Lunar.
Oh yeah, of course. In terms of buying dips and stuff, yeah, 100%, 100%. And air, I still ASTS and air still, and Generac, which I still haven't traded all day. just staring at it. But you know, those three are my top three to trade dips and stuff today. I should have done Datadog too, though, but whatever.
Generac. Imagine if I had went out a month on my calls to hold instead of doing
The
only a
Qs?
week out for Generac.
Look at Jenner.
Oh,
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I know.
because we were playing this name for. We would have caught this move. The Godfather is typing. Let's see. Wonder what he's gonna have to say.
Little dip in air.
Izzy's asking if you're back in ASTS Common, Ben.
Nah, I just scalped it on the show here. That's all. When it broke this red line, I just scalped it for like 30 seconds for a nice little one. I just got an alert. Talks are now underway between President Trump. This thing with Iran is so confusing to me because why is it so transparent? I don't get it. I just don't understand it, man. Everything, and even the position of the carriers, like I don't understand why everything's so transparent.
Yeah, and it's a bad look if on one hand you have these talks and you're doing all this in front, and then all of a sudden you attack in the middle of the night. That's a bad look for any.
I mean, he kind of did that last
or
time
country.
with when he attacked the nuclear. He said, "Yeah, we're talking,"
Oh.
or I'll make look at Generac is about to go again. Jeez, but it's just confusing to me, like why you would publicly do all this.
I agree. Trump doesn't seem to be. That's usually not his playbook. You know.
Oh, it looks like 1075, 1090.
And the Iranian government has made 3 statements. Did you see that? That they're willing to negotiate, but number one, they're not willing to talk about their ballistic missile system. They don't want to talk about uranium enrichment, and they will not talk about contributions or supporting Islamic terrorist organizations. So, other than those 3 things, we're welcome to talk to the United States. Well, if I'm Trump, I'm going to say, well, ballistic missiles and uranium and terrorism. Okay, I have an answer for that.
You know what I think happened. I don't know if I should
Israel?
No.
No.
I think I think what happened is, you know, they were about to go in. I don't know. It was like a month ago. Like the planes were taken off, and then it was called off or whatever. I think what happened was there was an assessment made that Iran had the capability to potentially harm, and that there would be maybe casualties with U.S. troops at all the regional bases and the aircraft carriers. I think they got scared about their short-range missile capabilities.
Well, I think also Middle East countries had a conversation with Trump too.
That stuff, I heard that, but all of that stuff I think is just propaganda. It's just the misdirection, information warfare stuff. I don't believe any of it. Like, why would he talk about all this stuff openly? I don't get it. I don't believe any of that stuff has a real impact. Honestly, I think Trump made his decision maybe 2 months ago. I think Trump made his decision a long time ago. No one knows exactly what it is. But I think the reason for that sudden not doing it and then the delay is because they're building up crazy missile defense systems to protect all the regional U.S. bases in the Middle East and the aircraft carriers. That's what I think is going on.
Yeah, you don't move that many assets into the region just to talk and then turn around and go, oh, okay, we'll go back home.
Yeah. So even this thing with Netanyahu coming today, I think it's all show. I think it's all some sort of theater. I don't know what the theater is about. I don't know why they're so public about it. You know, it's like a little, I don't get it. Like you can talk on the phone. I don't know. I think it's all, to me, I think it's something's going to happen sooner rather than later. And it's like all these meetings are to maybe give the impression that we're not ready yet. We still have to make decisions, you know. Netanyahu just came here. Like, we're not going to suddenly attack while he's still here. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it tonight. I don't know. I think there's a lot of misdirection out there. Friday, so I have been playing, let me tell you, I've been playing that. I've been playing USO calls. Ooh, maybe I should get back in. Actually, I made 200% on USO calls overnight. I sold those at the open. I was intending to hold until something breaks out, but it was up nice. And then the other thing
So
I've been
those were
playing,
Friday. Those were Fridays
some were
calls.
today and some were Friday.
Oh,
So
okay. Wow.
I initially sold all of today's, and then I sold the Fridays too because I don't know, I was having a
So,
good day.
so can I ask you about the timing of those? Because I wonder why you pick an option that expires on a Wednesday when we kind of expect something to happen over a weekend.
Earlier this week, I've always expected every weekend is when I was buy USO calls, like either on a Thursday afternoon or Friday morning to
Yeah,
play that
yeah.
event anticipation of the weekend. That's what I've been doing every week. But this week I decided to get some earlier USO calls because I don't know. There was some analysis out there I was listening to, and someone was predicting a Wednesday strike or something. Like there was something like, oh, it's not going to strike. Iran would think they're not going to strike before that meeting with Netanyahu is over, so that Netanyahu meeting is Wednesday, and that's just a trick, and he'll come in Wednesday. I don't know because also I heard the military buildup was finished by the end of the last week. I just went for Wednesday, but in any case, the other way I'm playing it is RTX calls. Lockheed Martin, NOC, and see what I've been worried about for a while with USO calls, especially if he does it over a 3-day weekend, is what if it is something like Maduro? What if it is a very surgical thing, or maybe it's not even surgical, maybe it's just fast, right? With
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right? That they go in because Trump doesn't want an extended war and he doesn't want casualties. So he might have a very narrow objective and be like, I don't know, let's like bomb all the IRGC bases and like bomb Khomeini, or we'll go in and like kidnap Khomeini. I don't know, like something where he can declare victory before the market opens Tuesday, right? Like we talked
Yeah,
about.
but I don't think that's not gonna be the chance though. I mean, that's gonna be a major operation. I think it'll last more than a day or two.
Maybe the last 3 days. I don't know. I'm just saying that's if
88
it's
hours.
if it's possible, Trump will go for that. If it's possible, Trump will go for that. Right.
Sure.
So which is why I think actually the big defense companies are actually a better bet, because even if it resolves over a weekend, the defense companies are still flying because
Yeah.
it shows whatever, like they have to increase the budget. We need them. Look at how successful it was, whatever it was. But if there's some sort of conclusion over a weekend, oil can like crash the next morning rather than explode. So I think oil is a little bit riskier, and I think so. I've been playing. So I've looked at Lockheed, Northrop Grumman, and RTX, and RTX
Here's
to me
another
has
stock.
the best calls, the best spreads, and the
Here's
best
another
liquidity.
stock, which I should have thought about before. Jay Rice writes in the comments about HWM, which is Howmet, which is a great company, a great stock for this. I love it.
Yeah,
I don't even know what
Kilo
this is.
Whiskey Montana.
93 billion. Wow, how do I not know what this is? Aerospace,
Yeah.
jet engine components, aerospace. This will go up on War 2. Wow,
Yes.
look at that. Look at that
yeah,
chart.
that chart is beautiful.
Jeez Louise. Let me put that in defense.
Thank you, Jay Rice, for reminding me about that.
Cool.
And Brian says just go long on /CL. I don't know what he's saying.
See, Colgate or what is that? No, not
CL.
Colgate.
Crude oil /CL is crude oil. The
Is it?
futures /CL is
Okay.
crude oil futures, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah. Because nobody wants to do that because you're afraid oil might drop at the same time. Crude futures, yeah, got it.
Yeah.
But Howmet, I love Howmet, and he says earnings are tomorrow.
Wow, look at the Qs jumping again. Qs are jumping again, and I don't know. To me, like Datadog and ASTS are underperforming here. Maybe I have to catch up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Qs.
Q's.
I think I'm gonna try ASTS again here. I
You
don't
trying
love.
again right here?
I mean, I
Am I
don't love
making
that
money?
minute chart, but I'm just like trying to infer from the Qs right now.
Yeah, the 5-minute doesn't look good either, though. It's having a hard time getting back over this 99 level.
Yeah, but look at the Qs.
Yeah, the Qs
And,
are fun.
and consider the news on ASTS. How many times have we seen ASTS explode in the afternoon after good news? A lot. A lot. Even in like days when the market was really tough. No? Haven't we seen that a lot?
Yeah.
Like after 1:30 p.m. it'll be just like straight up for like 2 hours in a row. We've seen that a lot. Here goes air again.
Yeah, after the New York lunch.
Look,
Get back
the
to trading.
Qs are up above these moving averages. So
Hold on to a few.
I'm getting back in ASTS right here, even though the minute
Wow,
chart
look
doesn't
at
look great.
Generac. Generac is just holding up so nicely up here.
I know.
May make a new high here in a little bit.
And Air too. And Air. These three, just keep these on your radar, man. Generac, Air, and ASTS.
I tell you
Oh.
what, if air breaks 36, this thing flies to the highs again.
That's exactly what his laptop's saying.
Yeah, this thing goes.
I'm not in it currently. I had that little
We-
scalp. Oh, I could have
Oh,
gotten back
yeah.
in. I didn't get
If
back
this
in.
thing, what's the target?
Wow, look at it go.
If it breaks 36, I'm saying it's going to 42 by Friday.
Wow.
I could see that. I was thinking 39. But looking at the week, if you look at the weekly chart, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna step back in just a little bit, small size, just to be part of, like, really almost meaningless size. I don't want to give back my gains.
That's nice. Yeah, it's less than halfway between 54 and where it is today.
AMKR. That's one of the AMKR. But didn't they have bad earnings or?
No. They had like just a slight beat was what it was, which is interesting to me because most stocks have been getting destroyed on slight beats, but this has been still going. Yeah.
So Citibank pushes back on the call for Fed rate cut to April after jobs data.
It's back on that
Meaning-
ER list.
They're pushing back to wait, or they're pushing back.
Pushing back on the rate cut. They don't want it.
They don't want a rate cut.
Yeah, Citibank.
Look at Nectar up another 17%. I wish I was smart enough to trade biotech. Data. It's hard. I don't know.
It is very hard.
Look, I gave up on that.
Viking Therapeutic.
What, today?
4 years.
Went from the low 40s.
You know, I still own some Viking. I own it for like 4 years now in my retirement account.
VKTX.
Like waiting for Lily to buy them out or something. So,
Yeah. Everybody's waiting for Lilly to buy them out.
yeah.
You know, the one stock I like right now in healthcare, regardless of what Trump says, OSCR, I know that Kushner's family's in that, but Pfizer, you know, Pfizer has just a solid chart. If you want something that's really stable and you know, something to
Oh
put
wow,
away
look
long
at that.
term,
Ooh.
stick with Pfizer.
Yeah.
PFE.
But I don't know. Like if you didn't tell me that, at one point I had Novo in my retirement account. I'm like,
Someone's
that
putting
didn't
the
work out.
ticker, thinking about it's asking about CAPR, Capper.
Oh,
Yeah,
Capper,
I don't know that stock well. I think Godfather does. A laptop sounds like he does. I think that's
Played it
also
before.
biotech.
We traded
Yeah.
this thing a while back.
Yeah, this is definitely a Godfather stock. What happened here? Some data? There must have been data on December 3rd. It's biotech. I have no opinion on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like 2024 trading that.
Look at the Qs and ASTS now,
Summer of
guys.
2024.
Let go, baby. I think it's ASTS time. Might be air time too, guys. Woo! Might be Generac time too. Oh, this air looks beautiful.
Did you say bull? Did you say bull time?
Air and ASTS, I said. Is it bull time?
Wow, looks like the
I'm hoping.
Godfather was long as $6.
On what?
CAPR
Capricorn? Yeah.
back in July. I'm looking at his.
July. Oh wow. I was there in July of 2024.
I wish I would have followed him on this one, not just traded.
Oh, look at the air. Oh my gosh, air looks so good. Yeah, so the funny thing is, I actually have a doctor of pharmacy degree, and when I was graduating pharmacy school, my dream job was to be a biotech analyst. I was considering getting my MBA right afterwards so I can get go right into Wall Street as a biotech analyst, but I didn't get the MBA. I thought, let me see if I can make money on my own without a dual degree. So I tried it. I tried trading biotech stocks, and I sucked at it. And by the way, I know my pharmacy stuff, my pharmaceuticals. I did very good in school, graduated with highest honors. So it's like I understand the science and stuff. But even though I understood all the science, I was trying to predict like FDA approvals and shit like that, and it didn't work. It was just hit or miss, and I just got so frustrated. I said, "The hell with this." And like, if I can't do it with my pharma background, I don't know. It's very hard, guys. Very hard
Yeah,
business.
it's almost like an insider's game.
Yeah.
Really.
Very hard business.
Look at SanDisk and Howmet. Howmet, both. We just talked about Howmet.
We just
Howmet's
talked
just
about Howmet.
roaring.
Wow, SanDisk looks great too. To keep running.
SanDisk, yeah.
Yeah, someone said a bull flag was forming on that one.
Yeah,
little bit
or
in
at the beginning of the
Oh,
show.
definitely.
BIO is the hardest to
Yeah.
trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thank you on that one.
Mu back above the 20 DMA. Is that now trading together as SanDisk? SanDisk's been a little bit better since the earnings report.
I was hoping to get gifts in the 350s to buy more long-term shares from you, but sadly we never got there.
I'm up 43% on my calls.
Dude, I really like ASTS the rest of the day.
Yeah, it looks great.
I don't know. I'm thinking of getting calls on ASTS for the rest of the day, right? How much are the $100 weeklies?
They'll probably be $3, I would assume. Hold on.
The 340, 350. We were trading the 105 this morning. I don't know. Maybe I'll just stick with common shares.
ASTS?
It looks great to break out here.
Yep, I love it here. I love it.
You should have bought it. You should have bought it down when I told you it was going to break 36.
I know. Well, I did buy it. I bought it. No, I bought it here.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
but I flipped it
Yeah.
for $1 after like 5 seconds. I'm like, all right. I'm increasing my common share position ASTS. I think we can go over 100 today again.
That'd be great. I really thought we were gonna push to 105 to 110.
I'll get the Qs, guys. That's gonna help our ASTS.
Yeah, these Qs look great.
Here.
Hey, all my.
Oh my gosh, Generac looks so good. Jeez Louise.
Whoa,
Look at
my
this Generac.
ASTS cells are still.
Oh my
in
gosh,
order.
Generac's about to blow again. Oh, what's the target? What's the next target on Generac? Gotta go to a weekly chart. Oh my gosh. I really wish I played this. This is one of my favorite companies to play on earnings. I just didn't do it. 244. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'd say
244 is a target.
Yeah, man.
250.
250, 245 to 250.
Oh,
245 to 250.
long-term swing, right?
As a swing, not today. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like over the next 2 or 3 days, maybe.
Yeah, 217 maybe today before the end of the day.
Wow, it's like I'm staring at this all day and doing nothing. Wow. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is pretty clear on the chart. 240 to 250. Could see it by the end of the week, 240 to 250. And I'm still doing nothing about it. What a beautiful chart. This has been one of the best charts of the day. Look at that. Just a shallow pullback. Look at that high and tight consolidation after that shallow pullback, bucking the market trend like every step of the way today.
I'd have to say, honestly, it looked like I think Apple probably was the best up until now.
Oh, right. I don't look at it. Oh yeah, Apple up and to the right all day. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. When am I gonna step into a little Generac? Never. Just watch it all week. Go up another $20.
Add it to the retirement account. Let it ride. Catch it that way.
I think I'm fully invested right now in the retirement account. Let me see. I have a little bit of cash.
Here's the morning note. I'm gonna see something.
Look at Nectar, 18%. Oh my gosh. There's another one bucking the market trend. Yeah, there are multiple analyst price targets over $100 on this thing. 66.92. It's about to break that 52-week high. Wow, pull up a weekly chart on Nectar. Holy crap, it's going to this gap over here. Nectar's going to $95. Holy schmoly. Nectar's going to $95, guys. Maybe the first 77. Yeah. 77 and then 95. So 67, 77, 95 are the three levels I see. 66, 67, 77, 95.
You're looking, so you're looking back at that gap from
Yeah.
March of 2022.
Well, consider also all the analysts came out increasing their targets. They're all over $100.
Yeah, yeah.
So that gap shouldn't be a problem there. It's below the analyst targets. I'm not talking about the top of the gap. I'm talking about the resistance at the bottom of the gap there. Which is
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
95, 93.
So look at this one. Izzy just pointed out ACHC. No position for me. It's popping up right now. There's news.
News.
Acadia Health.
Oh, another healthcare stock.
Oh, yeah.
Man, can't trade these healthcares. Market cap 1.5 billion. ACHC. Checking out Benzinga right now. 10 a.m.
So this is what happens. This is what happens every time. The news pops out. Somebody got into it. They write it up, and it hits a peak, and it comes back 50%. We've seen.
There's
this
no
before,
official
Ben, many
news that
times.
I see, so maybe something out on social media, but nothing hit Benzinga yet. Hey, Benzinga, get on it. What's going on here? Something's going on. You got the volume coming in starting 11:25 a.m. Very significant volume. There may be news. It just didn't hit the Benzinga news feed yet. I don't know. ACHC. All I have, I have nothing from today on the Benzinga wire.
I don't see anything either.
But if someone's saying there's news, I believe them. It's probably something circulating on social
Gotta
media.
be. Look at the volume.
Yeah.
Look at the volume.
Yeah, maybe some sort of FDA action that hasn't been PR'd yet. That someone just saw on a website or something like that. Could be something like that, or an analyst upgrade. Who knows?
Not seeing anything online. Someone hit calls. Where are those? Hold on. Some news. Jobby Uber.
Look at this Nectar. Oh my gosh.
11. It's 11:29. We have 1 minute left.
Dude, this Nectar and Generac charts are so beautiful. I just can't chase. I can't chase them, man. I'm having a problem chasing these two. But I love the charts and the news too, especially Generac. Speaking of, you said that someone buy calls as a catalyst. Did you see these pump and dumpers circling around RR this week? Mike Alfred, but then look at the options volume on the $4 weeklies. There was a huge account. I'm not going to say it was massive account piling in like massive money into the $4 calls at 5 cents, and now they're worthless. Look at that.
Hey, just letting you guys know, someone just alerted us. I see this on the 13F filing. Goldman Sachs is now took their hedge position off and is now long on Webull.
What do you mean? They were short Webull before?
It closed its hedge position, so they had a hedge on the trade.
Yeah.
So now they're strictly long on it. All right, with that, it's 11:30. You guys have any final words for the community? Because then we just say peace out, and then they end it for us.
Oh, we're not going to come back and talk to Ryan?
Right. No. There's none of that anymore.
Oh, none of that anymore. Ryan's busy having his lunch. Okay. So anyway, it was a nice show. Yeah, join us over at StoryTrading. You can join our Discord. Just check out our profile, or check out laptops also. Laptop Travel. If you like laptops content here, go to his profile, because then he'll get credit when he joined Discord. It says x.com/laptop travel. Otherwise, you can just sort of go to StoryTrading profile. We'll see you in our Discord, guys. Looking forward to another great day tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.
Awesome. Take care.